Well, a lot of people believe when all the light heavyweights are at their best that Magomed Ankalaev is the best in the world. Had that draw with Jan Blachowicz, but no denying the accolades and the skills of one Magomed Ankalaev.
Oh, he's the boogeyman. This guy is the boogeyman. This guy keeps you up at night. This guy is Freddy Krueger.
Right. Whenever
you go to bed and your eyes shut. He can do everything. He's a tremendous striker, and if things start to go wrong in the striking realm, he has unbelievable wrestling. He is as good as they come and seems to be a guy that's going to linger on the top of the light heavyweight division for a long time.
Of course, he came perilously close to winning the title, that split draw with Jan Blachowicz at UFC 282. Ankalaev with another huge fight in front of him here tonight. So with much fanfare, here is Jon Jones back in defense of his UFC heavyweight championship. Remarkable the manner in which he came back from a 3-year layoff figures to present an even better version here tonight.
Well, so many people questioned or wondered when Jon Jones would come to heavyweight. When he did, he looked better than he ever has inside the UFC's octagon, winning the heavyweight championship and reasserting himself as the dominant force in mixed martial arts. Jon Jones once again steps into the octagon looking to build on his legacy.
And we don't know how long for this game Jon Jones is, so enjoy him while he is here. We'll see how it goes tonight in this UFC heavyweight championship title defense. Jon Bones Jones, ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Magomed Ankalaev. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones!
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight.
Do it.
Oh, well, a lot of people have planted their flag on Magomed Ankalaev in terms of his future light heavyweight greatness, but the UFC matchmakers do a masterful job in terms of setting up a test that you need to pass in order to get to that requisite next level. This is a challenge. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Oh, big head kick there. Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Those punches to the body are really starting to take a toll. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Able to land there with the straight left. Takedown defense holds up. Always busy here in the clinch. Lands a nice punch there.
Oh, big elbow.
Johnny Bones, Mike Winklejohn told me before the fight you haven't seen 30% of what John Jones does in the gym, and starting to show you some of those new wrinkles here tonight. Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Able to connect with a beautiful jab. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Oh, side kick lands.
Nice body shot.
Kick to the body now, that one won't land. 45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, beautiful lead kick is good there by Jones. 30 seconds to go. Guess the single collar tie now.
He lands a switch knee.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move. And he has a great double leg. Oh, good to see a great double leg.
Horn sound for the end of round one.
Nice work, man. Non-stop punches. That's what I like to see. This next round, we want even more. Mix up your strikes a little bit. Be unpredictable. Don't...
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Now going upstairs with the left hook. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Look at that.
Effective jab there by Jones.
He better check. That leg's getting beat up. Caught that. Now, there's danger in that, too, because when you start reaching on to catch that kick, here comes the eye vision. Then you're in a lot of trouble. The fighters separate.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Under 3 minutes now to go in round two. Well, looks as though his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Ankalaev gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments in terms of those low legs. Johnny getting the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it. And now he's got him hurt bad. He's going to guillotine. Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, he got out.
Oh, he got out. He did a great job. He attacked the lock. He got pressure forward, then off to the side, rolled to his back to release that pressure. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Jones is in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Jones. continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Round 3 next. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Hands higher, hands higher.
Oh! He has to evade, stay at space.
Perfect shot, son. Cut him off. Let's go finish.
Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet. Getting them out here.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Ankalaev. Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
A series of punches from the top here by Jones. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oh, Jones going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Strong reversal there.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
That was nice.
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Final seconds here. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a... Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's he's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Big right hand there.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Jones gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Back to the feet now. Trying to establish that jab once again.
He checked that last one.
Oh, nice straight left.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Under 3 minutes here to go in the round. Oh, he's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. That was a jab. Oh, he's still hurt. Look at that. He can't even stand.
Ankalaev's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you. Oh, right into mount.
Stay tight, stay tight.
Oh, he got to his spot.
I need you to breathe. Scramble and go. Scramble and go.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Ankalaev's in half guard. Left eye starting to shut a little bit while Bear's watching. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cut man will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly Bear's watching here moving forward. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
That was a big jab.
Oh, fades upstairs and lands flush to the body.
When they land perfect, that is the reaction you're hoping to get. That one landed perfect in this fight. Maybe stop very soon.
Leg kick lands, nicely done.
Every time he throws that leg kick, it lands with so much force.
Seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Jones.
Great job landing from the top position. Nice transition. Nice shot lands from the bottom.
Good work from the top here by Jones. Another ground and pound strike lands.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
90 seconds to go to decide this one.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, huge kick to the body. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Declared the winner by split decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones!
All right, so Jon Jones doles out a lot of damage as usual, but also as usual, not forcing the